Hey T, Kylie Renna here with Ring and SEO and Digital Marketing right here out of Michigan. I first wanted to thank you for taking Tony's call the other day and as promised, create this short custom video with some tips and tricks on how you can improve your online presence all on your own and in return bring in better paying exclusive customers who are ready and able to purchase your services. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to talk about is content, and by typing in the website URL I found for you on your, I think it was your Nextdoor or your Yelp, something like that. I think it was your Nextdoor page. This is what I've got pulled up, and it's not loading. So I'm not sure if you just don't have a functioning website right now, but we can still give you the same tips and tricks. I'm just going to go ahead and use a competitor site so that you don't miss out on any opportunities as far as, optimization techniques. So with that, the first thing that we're going to talk about today is content. Content is king in the eyes of Google, and Google likes to see around 1,500 words of content on any page of a website that you're trying to be found for. So you really want to make sure that not only do you have a home page, but you actually have these services that you offer itemized. And each one of those pages should have around 1,500 words of helpful, informative, unique content that really keeps your users intrigued to stay on your page. Now, content isn't just the words on a page, content is also the images or pictures on a page and how those images are saved. Now, most of the time when I jump onto a website, I see that the person who built it just saved the pictures as generic letters and numbers, which really doesn't do you any favors at all. You want to make sure that you have your photos saved as local buyer intent keywords. Now, Google actually looks at what's behind a website. So where we can't see it with our naked eye, Google can. So you want to make sure that you have those local buyer intent keywords within your images, in your content. You have that helpful content like we talked about so that Google can really understand the purpose of your website and what you're trying to accomplish. It's going to help you be found organically for the services and service areas that you offer, and in return help you, build that customer base and start working with the customers that you really want to work with. So with that, we're going to jump into the second thing that we're going to talk about today, which are citations. Citations are anywhere on the web that a business name, address, and phone number are listed, and that would be through various online directories. So, like Yelp, Home Advisor, Angie, Better Business Bureau, Facebook, YouTube, the list goes on and on. There's literally thousands of them to choose from. It really boils down to quality and quantity. So, you want to make sure that you have more and better quality than your top competitors. So, if I type in painting company, Southfield, Michigan, these are the three companies that pull up first. These three companies share about 25 to 30% of the monthly search volume that comes in for any keyword that's typed in. So these will fluctuate based on what's typed into the search bar. Having a little bit of a piece of that pie is super beneficial, especially because some of these keywords can get pretty extensive with how high the search volume is on a monthly basis. So with that, I'm actually, I'm going to click on this guy. What I want to do is, because I didn't find a page for you, and I apologize in advance if you have one, but I don't want you to miss out on any of these techniques here. So I'll just use these guys for an example, kind of like I did for the website. So photos, you want to make sure you have at least 25 or 15 to 25 photos minimum on your Google Business profile. Closer to your competition, you can get the better, but don't do it all at once. Make sure that you have, just like we talked about on that website there, these photos saved as local buyer intent keywords, that they're saved the correct dimensions that Google likes to see. And you can find that with just a quick web search. And then geotagging. So make sure your geolocation is behind these pictures. So Google can actually say, hey, perfect image painting really does service their customers where they claim to. And it helps you really build that online trust and credibility with Google. Next is reviews are probably down. They keep changing this on me. Reviews, making sure you have about 25 reviews on your Google page. Again, don't do it too fast. Slow and steady wins the race on that one. You want to make sure it looks really natural and organic, not using fake reviews. Make sure they're from real customers that you've worked with, and just add them in a really nice, slow and steady manner. Make sure all your business information is correct on here. And you want to make sure that it's the same as all your other online directories or citations, social profiles, etc. You don't want to have any misleading information. So, different hours between different platforms and all that stuff. Make sure everything's the same. Try to list some products if you can. Super important for having a complete profile. Questions and answers. A lot of people avoid this. These guys did here too. But you can actually go onto your profile, have yourself, family members, or friends ask questions for you. And then you can go ahead and answer them. And it just, again, helps with just really having a complete profile on this page here. We talked about reviews, business description. So you can have these as high as 750 characters. And I recommend, using a search tool like wordcounter.net to make sure that you get as close to 750 characters as possible, really showcasing what sets your business apart from your local competition. Why should your customers choose you? And then listing, the services that you offer in here. So these guys aren't doing any posting, but just like you can post on a Facebook page, you can post on a Google business profile. What that does is actually drive traffic to the Google business page, and Google absolutely loves traffic. So the more traffic you have coming to your page, the higher up in this map pack on this list you're going to get. So it really helps give you a nice boost. Last but certainly not least part of this video is backlinks. This is a paid tool that I use. It's called Ahrefs. And what it does is give me a behind the scenes look of the power coming to any given domain name. A backlink is basically one website linking to another website, telling Google, hey, Google, this website is trustworthy. So with that being said, not all backlinks are created equal. You want to make sure that you're putting your website domain onto referring domains or referring websites. I know this isn't yours, but onto referring websites that are relevant to your industry. That are not spammy, so you wouldn't want to put, your name onto, clothing stores or anything like that because it's not relevant, and Google will actually penalize you for that. So you want to be careful with how you're doing that. In time, and this is another, everything here is slow and steady wins the race, but over time you build trust and authority with Google. You build power, you build your trust, and you start being found online for the organic keywords that you want to be found for if you're doing all that content and those picture saving. The way that we explained to you, if you're doing that correctly, you'll start to be found for those local intent based keywords that you want to be found for, and in return get more phone calls, get more form submissions on your website, and like I said, really be able to choose who you want to work with. With that, I hope this video finds you well. I hope that it brings you additional business for many years to come. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to us directly. I apologize if you can hear the bird in the back. And if any questions, concerns, reach out to us, and feedback. We'd love to hear your feedback on this. Cheers to a great 2023. Thanks.